What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tony D2 Wild checking in once again. Tony Digital bringing back another 1440p visual. Bro, that was like the fastest intro I ever did right there. But yeah, I'm back, baby. I'm back in full effect. Took a little break. Actually shot this video without pressing record, so I'm shooting it again. But I like how that intro came, so I'm kind of happy I had to reshoot this again. But I took a little break. I'm feeling good, feeling great. About to drop a video on Tony D2 Wild later on the night. Gonna go eat with the family. I got vaccinated today. You know, I finally got the shot, bro. Shot number one. Um, it's mixed feelings, but I feel like it was the better choice and the best choice at this point. I've known enough people now that have passed away from this disease, who died from this disease, and is currently sick right now from this disease. And I think it's smart of me, especially with the type of career and job I got, where I meet a lot of people and I travel a lot, to go and get vaccinated so that I don't end up being a statistic, sick or dead. So I'm not here to tell you to go do it. I'm telling you to do your research and do what's best for you and yours. And that was my decision. But besides the point, we're back October 1st, full effect, great little break. I had to bring you guys this alarming news that hit the internet today. And I want to give a huge shout out to Z Sneakerheads. Retail prices for Jordan Retros are increasing from 190 to 200 starting summer 2022. Since doing YouTube, man, I've seen an influx of price from 170 to 190 at this point. We got some 200 shoes that drop every once in a while, 225, but the more I would say general price of a Jordan right now is 190. So I've been here since 170 collecting on YouTube. We're about to hit that $30 plus, that $30 marker. We're at 20 now. We're about to hit 30. We've seen the Jordan 1 go from 160 to 170. I want to say when I was doing YouTube, when I began, I still think it was like around 160. I don't think it was 150 or anything like that. But yeah, man, there's a lot of things that are the variables behind that. I mean, people are saying inflation, which I understand. Supply and demand meeting that equilibrium price is definitely, I feel like, in some sort of way, a a reason why the price increase. Inflation is one. I feel like also though that they know they can sell it at that price, so why not? But one reason why I will say prices is increasing for inflation, but also for materials. For instance, I've made this hoodie. We made this hoodie. This hoodie is actually dropping tomorrow, right? Um, this hoodie was at a certain price, right? We're making a similar hoodie now. This hoodie was made, I think, last year. We're making a similar hoodie now. The price for that hoodie cost us $2 more than the original price on this one. Nothing to do with any sort of added addition or anything. Very similar everything. But one issue was over in China. There's materials are more expensive now, or the electricity. They said they're running low. They said that the government is limiting electricity or something. I don't know what's going on in China really, but just in general, prices of materials change. Prices of materials increase. Everything increases life in general. Like there's no reason for you to stay at the same price and expect to make money. That's just how it is. It only makes me think like in like 10, 20, 30 years, like what is the price of everything going to be? You know, are we going to be walking around with, are they going to have to eventually get more dollar bills? Are we going to have to be when you go to China, they got $1,000 bills, 5,000, 10,000, 20. Are we going to be doing stuff like that in 20, 30 years where we're walking around with $1,000 bills because milk costs 500 or something and we need, 500 up back and change? Who knows? Inflation like that, things going to get a little wild and things are going to get a little crazy. But besides the point, I'm just talking a lot about it. I'm not an economist at the end of the day. And sorry, it's bothering me. But it's just it is what it is. I'm not really surprised. I'm not really shocked. Inflation definitely is some sort of part of this, but like I stated before, it's the willing from the consumer that also plays its part. True Blue threes dropped for 225 back a couple years ago. Maroon sixes dropped for 220 back a couple years ago. Both of them had the Nike Air on the back, and Maroon sold a little bit. True Blue sat. They hit outlets, and once that happened, Nike never again. Well, I won't say never again because I can't account every single thing, but Nike didn't put 220 on another Nike Air for as long as I can remember. Maybe if it's some special edition or something, maybe. But Once they saw that those things sat, they made those Nike Air shoes $200 flat. And it's because of the demand playing its role. Price and demand. They've seen everything selling out. You got supply here, you got demand here. You got to meet that equilibrium price point. And they're seeing that, hey, we are selling out like hotcakes because our demand is so high. We need to increase our, price to the equilibrium. So where we're, we have the supply, what we need, and the demand is where it needs, and it's meeting in the middle. Because right now, obviously, I guess the demand, if we were doing like, look, man, I can't even do it. I can't even do it. I need like a little diaphragm. But imagine this. Imagine this is supply and this is demand, right? The price point equilibrium would be right in the middle of my arms, but the price point equilibrium right now, I would say, is down here. Actually, down low. It's lower, but the demand is so much more higher. You know what I'm saying? It's the demand is higher than the supply. Demand is higher than the supply. That's why everything's selling out. So if you increase the price, the demand will lower its, or it will meet the equilibrium of the supply where they're selling out, but they're still selling it for more. So they're making more money, making more profits. Sorry for giving you guys a life lesson in economics because I'm not the best at it, but I did take macro and microeconomics in college. So I know a little bit about some, but I ain't the best. But I do know about supply and demand. And even with sample, I learned a little bit, about supply and demand. But different materials or more expensive materials, they're going to put that on the customer to keep their profits, to keep their margins. But at the same time, it's not even alarming, like I stated, that it's just $200. I'm just more concerned or curious, where do we stop at? Where are the prices where are people willing to pay? And that question and that answer is, I don't even know, because people are willing to pay $600, $400, $500 resale already. You know, what does that do for the consumer at the retail price point? They willing to spend $500 on a pair of Jordans now at this point? Also curious to know how this does for the reseller aspect. Will resellers be adding on another $10 to all their sales? Will this affect the resale at all? You know what I'm saying? We do see things like that happen of that nature with a Dior one that retailed for $2,000. The resale price point is at, I believe, around 9 to 10 last time I checked, but that's like an $8,000 profit. Usually with shoes, at $190, Travis Scott once, Travis Scott one fragment was like 180, 170, 180. It's selling for like $4,000 or $5,000. So that means you're getting like a $3,000 to $4,000 profit. Whereas a Dior one, you're getting an $8,000 profit. So the more money that is being spent on the shoe as a retail price point is that increase the profits or the flip of that person. I'm curious to know. I'm curious to find out. It's something that we'll just have to wait and see. You know what I'm saying? I think this is definitely something crazy. Um, now, not insane crazy because it's been happening. It's happened, like I said, this will be the third time it's happened to me in my YouTube sneaker lifetime. But I'm curious to know how this will affect the resale market and the retail market. People will think that this is a way to kill resellers, but no, it's not going to kill resellers because resellers are going to still get their money and people are still going to be willing to pay that resale price point, especially when you have people buying shoes for $400, $500 and accepting resale. Some people don't even go to retail now. Some people just go straight to resale at this point. Like it's a new thing now. It's a natural thing for some people. People are logging into StockX more than logging in to Foot Locker to get a shoe. Facts. Foot Locker and Champson are not getting shit right now, in my opinion. But hey, new news hit. Curious to know what you guys think about that, because it's gonna get crazy out here in the streets. Well, it already is. I love y'all. I'm out. Bangers coming. ASAP Rocky. Peace.